All right, there we go. Audio should be transmitting now. We apologize. My name's AJ. Alongside me, David. Um, Forgot to do one crucial step in the setup process. That one's going to be hit deep out to left field, high in the sky. Camping under it is Javier. He's got the grab. One quick out.
Well, even if you're just joining us or you've been here the whole time, there's only been
Hook.
one hit so far in this one, and it was a long bomb to right center field from Cale Ayler. So he has the Chargers up 1-0.
First pitch there. Or, sorry, second pitch there. No, that is the first pitch. Sorry. Ball, 1-0. With one quick out. In the stretch is Ayler. It's going to... Oh, that's a ball. But that's a strike, according to the umpire. But Colby Van Hook up to hit now. He's got one ball and one strike. That one misses a little farther than the last one, so that one will be called a ball. So it's 2-1. Foul tipped back, 2-2. But West Cabarrus scored 14 runs in their victory against J.M. Robinson, which is a season high for the team, as that will be Ayler's first strikeout of the game on Van Hook, and it'll be a quick second out.
Now batting number 24, Amori Faggart.
Up to bat now, Amori Faggart. He is the 6-hole hitter for this team. Ayler still in the stretch. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be taken low. Ball one.
Yeah, and one thing that we've seen about this umpire is he's been fairly consistent with his calls, but he is giving a little bit of leniency on the outside and the bottom parts of the plate, not too much on the inside where the batter stands.
That's going to be an easy grab for Kyle Castle, and that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning. Ayler gets his first strikeout, the first strikeout from either pitcher today, and the Wolverines will be retired in succession again. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second where the Chargers will hit again.
Kyle Castle.
Here we are in the bottom of the second inning. Kyle Castle up to hit. And for him, it's kind of been a rocky start to the season. He's hitting under the Mendoza line at 190, but he had that really influential inning, or couple innings, against J.M. Robinson where he helped lead the Chargers rally to score their 2 runs of the game. But he'll go down 0-1 to start off this AB.
Yeah, Castle playing right field recorded the last out of the top of the second.
Takes a ball up high.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed about Humberger so far in this one is that when he does miss, he misses high with a pitch that either doesn't break or he just keeps it a little too high outside of the zone trying to get a batter to chase.
And there's one that does the exact opposite, pulls it too far outside. 2-1. Another one of the same, 3-1. So good job here so far from Castle to stay ahead in the count. If you're Kyle Castle, do you take this pitch or do you see if you can rip one hard?
He's missed 2 outside. I would sit
And that's
on it,
hit
but he
far.
did not.
Deep back to left field in the warning track, caught by the left fielder. And Kyle Castle's bad luck continues as that's a 350-foot fly out to left field.
Welker.
The wind gusted as that ball came off the bat. The flag whipped up the second that ball went off the bat. And I'm not going to say that's what kept it from going out, but when you catch one on the warning track and it needs 10, 15 more feet, it'll do that to you.
That's just bad luck there from Castle. Connor Welker up to hit now. He's 500 on the season in batting average, 5.56 in OBP, both leading the Chargers team. He's done a very good job in the 7-hole. 0-1. A little behind it. He's going to hit that one down the first base line. Uh-oh. It looks like somebody's been hit down there. So play will be stopped.
Did he just kill Jordan?
And I think that might be one of our
Oh no. It might have hit the camera into her face.
Better than the ball hitting him directly, though.
Oh yeah, she's got some foot.
Oh, poor thing. She's like, what the hell? I'm just trying to take pictures.
Well, I'm all you got right now, as they're checking on Jordan, who got hit in the head, and that's gonna be a swing and a miss, which is gonna be the second out of the inning. Bringing up Michael Maroney, the catcher. So if I'm not talking less, because I'm doing everything right now, as AJ's coming back, hopefully Jordan's all right. So that will be a little low and outside, bringing up ball 1. Oh, I apologize if I had the thing up in your face. This will also be low and outside for ball 2.
Is she okay?
Is the camera okay? Oh, that's good. And he's going to rip one into the net, and that'll be a 2-1 count for Michael Maroney.
Bleeding like cut or like a bloody nose kind of?
Ooh, on the outside, that's going to be a 2-2 count for Maroney.
Let's go, Maroney.
2 outs. It's like bottom of the second, so hopefully 2 is his lucky number. And this one's going to be tipped down for a foul ball. So we'll have a 2-2 count still. And that'll be a swinging strike. West Cabarrus' second strikeout of the inning,
At the end of 2,
and we'll
Chargers lead it
be
1-0.
to the top of the third when we come back, hopefully with the regular people. So we're back here at the top of the third. Let's see who is up to bat for West Cabarrus. That would be Zach Ferbersch, standing in the looks like 7-hole maybe.
That is the 7-hole. Zach Furbush looking to start something off for his Wolverines. Only a run down in the top of the third. He's going to send that one high in the sky. Multiple people have a read on it. Aldifer's calling for the ball, and he'll get it well within Zadalis' position, but it's his call. It's his ball. He got the catch. All is well. 1 out.
Now batting number 6, Jack Peterson.
So with 1 out now, the 8-hole hitter stands in. That's going to be another one sent up into the sky. Gare's got it. Welker's got it. Welker will catch it. So that's 2 times the guy in the shortstop or second base has overpowered the guy at the third base, first base position to get a fly out.
11, R.J. Caldwell.
That was Jack Peterson on the out. Now comes the 9-hole hitter in right field, R.J. Caldwell. Caldwell hitting .211 on the year. He's going to hit that one high to center field. Green's got it, calling for it. And that's 3 outs. That was was that 3 pitches?
Yeah.
3 outs on 3 pitches, 3 flyouts. And West Cabarrus retires easy. They went through the order a full 1 time. No base runners. We'll come back to you in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chargers still lead 1-0.
Green.
And we bring you back now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. James Green to lead off. He's hitting 286 on the year. A very solid 9-hole hitter for Cox Mill. And a very solid center fielder at that as well.
He's only a sophomore as well, so we will see him for quite a few years.
He's one of 2 sophomores on the roster alongside Tyler Zadalis. Playing very different roles on this team, but regardless, the 2 sophomores. Takes a pitch on the inside half of the plate, but gets it called as a strike because he was crowding. So he'll start off a pitch behind.
I believe this is the first lefty we've seen.
Kale
Oh, yeah, you're right.
fouled back,
And
0-2.
Kale hit a homer, so we might see a repeat.
That's an interesting conclusion to draw from that one singular similarity. But it's an 0-2 count for Green, so I wouldn't expect any home run swings, especially as a leadoff hitter. You just want to make contact here. Oh, the double kick, and he's going to hit that one to dead center field, and it'll land in the center fielder's glove. 1 out. Regardless, that's a really good 2-strike swing, really good 2-strike contact for Green. Unfortunately, was hit just a little too hard, ironically enough. But Nick Aldifer coming up. 400 on the season. 0 for 1 today, though. So he's going to try to start things up with 1 out. That's a solid hit down the right field line. It will land foul. So Aldifer will also start 0-1 on his count, with 1 out in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Hit through the gap. Good single there from Aldifer. And that'll bring up the pitcher and the guy who scored the only run of the game off a solo shot, Cale Ayler.
Now batting number 5, Cale Ayler.
So 1 out, 1 on here in the third.
And that was his first home run of the season. That might have been only the 6th from Cox Mill all year. I mean, it's hard to get home runs when you're pitching half the time. But I guess he usually is a two-way when he's pitching.
Yeah, that is true. So righty on lefty battle, a little bit of an advantage to Ayler. Pickoff move, safe. Looked a little close for comfort there from Aldifer, though. So Ayler steps in again. Still has not seen a pitch. And the steal, it's a hit and run. That'll get fouled hard down the right field line. But Johnny Cox, or sorry, not Johnny Cox, Trace Humberger in the stretch now, a position he's not very familiar with. Only seen him do so for a couple batters today. And there's the foul back onto the grassy hill behind the fence. So it'll be an 0-2 count for Ayler. He's gone down. But an 0-2 count does not necessarily spell doom. We saw a solid contact with James Green a few hitters ago.
I imagine once you hit that home run off the very first pitch you see, you just want to swing at everything.
Yeah, that does tend to happen in the mentality. The home run drought is not exactly a well-acknowledged existence in the MLB, but after you see a guy hit a dinger, he usually goes out 1 or 2 times after that, regardless of the hot streak he's on. Just makes you want to swing really hard at everything. Here's the 0-2. Takes a pitch on the outside half, but that was a good miss. The 1-2 count to Ayler. Big swing, big miss. 1 out. Or 2 outs, sorry. That will bring
Now
up
batting number
Tyler
17.
Zadalis.
Tyler Zadalis.
0 for 0 on the game. He had that walk. But his OBP, a little over 414 now. So he gets on base quite a bit. Runner on first. Humberger checking the runner. In the stretch. Takes a pitch on the outside. Ball. It's a 1-0 count. Delayed steal. Safe off his leg, and he's going to run to third. Nobody near that ball. Coach is telling him to stay at third, which is a good idea. So Aldifer is going to advance to third base. And Zadalis now has a big opportunity with a 1-1 count to drive in a run. Two outs, though. Needs a base hit to score the run. Outside, good eye on what appeared to be a breaking pitch. 2-1. Big swing there from Zadalis, but just on top of it. 2-2. So Humberger only a strike away from getting out of this. Runner on third jam. Very defensive battle here between the Chargers and the Wolverines. As Zadalis is going to hit that one to center field. It's within tracking distance, and it's going to drop. Nobody's anywhere near it. Zadalis is going to have a stand-up double, and Aldifer will score. Cox Mill leads 2-1. So just
Now batting number 21.
a mixture of
Marty Gare.
imperfect read and a well-placed hit, as that ball tailed a lot more than center fielder Owen Lazarus expected it to. That's going to count as a hit, I would say. So Zadalis gets an RBI. Marty Gare whiffs on what that looked like a screwball. I could be completely misseeing that, but that looked like it broke the wrong way.
And Marty's getting a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, just swinging at what looks like it's going to be right where he wants it and breaking away.
0-1. That one's upstairs. The 1-1 count. Gerst in a similar RBI opportunity as was the Dallas last AB, just a runner on second as opposed to third. And he's going to get good contact on that one. The third baseman will field it cleanly, but it's going to sail over the first baseman's head. Zadalis is rounding third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is, oh, and that is an intriguing call from the home plate umpire. I can't say I agree with that one. But regardless, that will retire the side. Cox Mill still comes away with the run on the Zadalis hit. They'll lead 2-0 as we head into the top of the fourth. But we'll be right back once the Wolverines get ready to hit. Welcome back to Chargers Stadium. 1 run in the last inning for Cox Mill. We come into the top of the 4th now, and West Cabarrus trying to catch up. Their leadoff man is up to bat in the 4th inning for his second AB. And he's going to foul that one into the Cox Mill dugout net. So a starter, 1-0 or a 1 count. See some light action in the Cox Mill bullpen. That looks like Jeremy Marshall out there taking some preliminary warm-up throws. That one's going to be high. The 1-1 count. Takes up high. But you notice Cox Mill has that wide open middle in their infield shift. It's not even a shift, it's just how they always play. They leave the middle a little wider open than a lot of teams do, but it gives more flexibility between shortstop and third base. And vice versa, as that's a big whiff for Lazarus. It'll move to 2-2.
Yeah, Cox Mill has the middle wide open if you can find that gap. Very hard to find that gap, though, because you have to get around the pitcher.
And that one's right at Aldifer. 1 down. Hitting up now for the Wolverines, Brandon Moore. He's 0 for 1 on the day so far. We've only been playing for about 55 minutes. We're nearly halfway through this one.
Could probably be bottom of the 4th right now if Jordan hadn't got hit.
And for anybody who was wondering about what happened, our photographer got hit by a ball. She is okay. Coach Zirkle is doing a great job of making sure she doesn't die. So thanks to Coach Zirkle and our athletic trainers here at Cox Mill, who has, from what I've seen, helped the same number of players at games we broadcasted as members of our staff. So an 0-2 count for Brandon Moore.
Ooh, inside. Almost hit him.
Yeah, he turned just away from that, just by about an inch. So he's not going to get a free bag here. It'll be a 1-2 count. Naylor trying to set down another batter. He will not that pitch. 2-2. Only 1 strikeout in the 10 batters he's faced thus far. But the defense has just been doing a very solid job for Cox Mill so far. Lots of pop-ups. Lots of very easy outs. Here's the 2-2. And that's hit through for a single. So that'll end the no-hitter effort for Cox Mill through 3 1/3. But a very solid hit there from Moore. And now up comes the pitcher, Trace
Now batting
Humberger.
number 3, Trace Humberger.
And he swung down on that. Coming from over the top, it looked like.
And that's the kind of hit that this shift is supposed to help with, but there was just so much velocity off the bat. Just can't do enough, or couldn't do enough in the infield to make that one stick. The 0 count. Takes on the outside. So it looks like Humberger is that rare breed of player who bats lefty but pitches righty. So that's a bit of an interesting fact there.
I wonder if he can switch it.
So a 2-0 start for Humberger, as West is in their best offensive opportunity of the day thus far, with a runner on first and 1 out. And he's going to throw the bat into the netting.
He almost hit a parent through the screen.
It's not hit anybody else today. 2-1 count.
There might have been a pole in the way. Saved them.
But a 2-1 count now for Humberger. The steal, hit and run opportunity, and that one's going to be bobbled by Zadalis. So that's definitely going to be ruled an error, as West Cabarrus now has 2 men on
Now
with
batting
only
number
1
8,
out.
Colin McKissick.
And it looked like he just took his eye off the ball there. And then, is that Alderfer playing shortstop?
Yes.
Alderfer lost his footing, so was unable to save the play.
Up to hit now, Colin McKissick. That's the catcher out there. Time called. Maroney's going to go talk to Kale, make sure everything's all right.
So it's not showing anybody in the field.
But a new batter for Ayler after the error. The Dallas is ready for the steal, but it's going to go to the shortstop. Double play opportunity to Welker, to Gare, and that's 3.
Way to go, Kale!
And a good way to get out of the jam there for Cale Ayler. West Cabarrus will remain scoreless. Got 1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base. We'll head now into the bottom of the 4th. The Chargers still lead it 2-0. We'll be right back. Here we go in the bottom of the 4th. Chargers going out there for their 4th of 7 hitting attempts. Javier leads them off.
He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Ooh, takes a big cut through that one, but just missed it off the end of his bat. So 0-1 count will start him off here. Here comes the 0-1. Hit up the middle. It's going to get through. Whether that will count as an error or a hit
Now batting number 20
is to be
Kyle
determined.
Castle.
It looks like it will be counted as an error. Time called. Pitcher asking for new baseball. The exchange is made. But Kyle Castle up to hit. 0 for 1 on the day.
No, he was being called out of tie. He was calling that an error on tie.
Humberger's still out there on the hill for his 4th inning of work, and it's a steal for Javier. A good throw, but he is safe just in there under the tag. Good call there from the second base umpire. I hope we got that in high frames because I would like to prove that call correct. Coach calling time to talk to Kyle. Maybe the hit and run was not on there. Maybe it was. Maybe we were planning something else. It's no outs with the runner in scoring position, so a big opportunity for Cox Mill. So Castle swung through the hit and run strike. Javier's taking a small lead off second base. Got the shortstop right behind him. Castle might be looking to try to send one through that huge gap between shortstop and third baseman. Here comes the 0-1. It's going to go low, and it's going to get past the catcher. So a free base for Javier.
All right, here we go, Castle. Come on.
So Kyle Castle, a good take there, moves to 1-1 with a runner on third now. So a great scoring opportunity for the Chargers. Castle only a couple RBIs on the season. And he is going to add one there, but it will be ruled an error in terms of him getting on base. He's going to second, though, and he'll get there easily. He could have gone to third there if he did a pop-up slide. But Kyle Castle will reach second on a big error, and Cox Mill will score their 3rd run of the game.
Now batting number 4 Connor Welker.
So errors have played a big part in this inning in Cox Mill's scoring efforts. But Connor Welker, 0 for 1 on the day, 1 AB under 500. Trying to knock in his buddy there on second base for the 4th run of the game for the Chargers. They've scored 1 in each inning up to this point with the exception of the second. Timeout called by the home plate umpire.
And the last 3 batters have gotten to first on air. So I don't know if that's something the
Well, it's
West-
not the last 3, the last 2. The one before that was a base hit.
Marty Gare, it was thrown over first.
That was a base hit.
You sure?
Yeah, he reached first before. He reached first prior to the throw going over the head of the first baseman. That one's going to be fouled back. So it'll be an 0-2 start for Connor Welker, not the way he wished it to. On deck, Michael Maroney. But remember, still no outs. Humberger trying to minimize damage with Welker at the plate. And Welker's going to tomahawk chop one to the shortstop. He's trying to beat it out. Is he off the bag? Yes, he is, according to the umpire. That one is definitely going to be an error. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, umpire never made a call on it. So I guess he considered him far enough off the bag to where it was an obvious
now
call.
number 8 Michael Maroney.
And that is the 3rd consecutive error for West Cabarrus. The field is just not running on half the cylinders they should be. Up to hit now, Michael Maroney with runners on the corners.
And it didn't update.
That one was a delayed steal, intercepted by the second baseman to prevent Welker, or not Welker, sorry, to prevent Castle from coming home. But Maroney, 4 RBIs on the season, looking to add potentially 2 on this at bat. A ball to the outfield at least gets 1. As long as it's not hit about 17 inches into the outfield. But the infield's coming in, which is an interesting choice here with no outs. Called strike 1, 1 apiece.
Let's go, Wade.
Takes one up top, 2-1. This inning has felt like it's already gone on for ages, but it's only been 1 run scored for the Chargers.
And that is probably due to the fact that the last at bat was 3 pitches. So that'll make time go slow.
And there's an outside pitch, 3-1. Maroney's trying to feel better, Jordan. But it's a 3-1 count for Maroney as he's trying to get himself a good opportunity to hit one hard. And he swung hard through that one for sure. Full count. On deck, James Green, 0 for 1 on the day.
He's a lefty, so you know he's hitting home runs. So if Maroney could get a walk here.
He doesn't. He's going to hit that one into the infield. As his dad slams the desk in the press box. 1 out.
Now batting number 45, James Green.
So Green will come in with only 1 out with a similar opportunity to Maroney.
Let's go, Greeny.
Humberger on the mound trying to minimize damage still. A 5-0 deficit is much worse than a 3-0 one, so we'll try to keep it at 3. That one's called a ball up high. Kyle Castle and Connor Welker with that's a half of the base path lead. That's insane.
Yeah, no one's holding him on. And the
guy on third is keeping him at second base.
yeah.
I would say keeping him at second base is a very technical term. And that's right down the middle of the plate for Green. He'll take the first strike, 2-1, but that lead from Welker is pretty phenomenal.
James has the entire left center of the field.
Yeah,
If he gets it over the pitcher, it's guaranteed base hit and 2 runs scored.
2-1. Up top, 2-1. Or 3-1, sorry. So, another 3-1 opportunity like what we saw with Maroney. Last AB, this 3-1 pitch was swung through hard. Let's see what Green does with it, with the top of the order coming up next. Taken, ball 4. So Green a little bit less aggressive, which is good to see from the 9-hole hitter, and that will
Now
bring up
batting number 2,
Nick
Aldifer.
Aldifer. But it's bases loaded for the Chargers here, with
I
still
forgot.
only 1 out. But the double play is now a possibility, as that one's going to be high and in. Humberger now finds himself in the windup, trying to make himself feel a little bit more comfortable up there on the hill. But Aldifer 1 for 2 on the day, looking to make it 2 for 3, as he's going to hit that one high to right center. Right fielder's under it. He's calling for it. That's going to be a catch, but both runners will tag, and that will be an RBI sacrifice fly for Nick Aldifer. So not the best play possible, but definitely a win for Cox Mill, as while they find themselves with 2 outs, it's a 4-0 lead.
Now batting number 5, Cale Ayler.
So Cale Ayler comes up. He's 1 for 2. He had that solo home run Small mound meeting here with this shortstop for Humberger. He's trying to complete his 4th inning of work.
Hey, show me something, Carol.
Did they tell you he hit a home run?
That was the first words.
Okay.
He said, "Were you here to see my jacket?" I said, "Nah, I missed it."
So runners on the corners here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Green stealing a base on this pitch, and there he goes. Catcher's going for the throw. No, he's not. It's a fake.
Yeah, he had no one there. And even throwing that is not always the best decision with a speedy guy like Welker on first,
Yeah,
or
well-
on third.
Welker didn't bite either. He stayed right where he was. He watched that baseball all the way through. But Ayler will start off with a 1-0 count. A base knock will score 2, or could score 2, sorry. Here comes the 1-0. Called strike on the inside half of the plate. Good pitch from Humberger. No action still in the West Cabarrus bullpen. It looks like they're riding Humberger to the end of earth. Or at least until his arm falls off. 1-1 count.
I think he's only thrown like 50 pitches.
Feels like he's thrown so many. This half inning has really dragged on. At least from my perspective, as that's a big swing and a big miss for Cale Ayler. That one was just on the outside of his hittable range. This is still runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Oh, 73rd?
Yeah,
I
73.
was
That's a
off.
little more like it. Usually around 75 pitches, you see somebody warming up in the bullpen. But the 1-2, the runners on 2nd and 3rd. Humberger looking to prevent any more damage. And that one's going to bounce. But a good block for the catcher, as Welker just was not looking hard enough to know when to run. He could have scored there, and the catcher would not have been any the wiser. But it's going to be a 2-2 count. Ayler lives to see another pitch.
You should have told him.
2-2. Kicks and deals. High and away. So we're going to see a payoff pitch with Ayler. On deck, Tyler Zadalis. He's having a big day as well. 1 for 2 himself. This is the meat of the Cox Mill order. You want to keep this rally going as long as you possibly can. Here comes the payoff pitch to Ayler. And he's going to hit that one high in the sky. Catcher and pitcher calling for it. Nope, it's the shortstop. He's got it, though. Good play there by Brandon Moore. And that will retire the side.
The Chargers lead it 4-0.
After 3 errors and 2 hits, Cox Mill scores 2, strands 2, and now leads by 4. So that will retire the 4th inning. We'll be right back in just a moment for the top of the 5th. Cox Mill leads it 4-0. Welcome back to Charger Stadium. David returns with us here as Colby Van Hook will lead off for the Wolverines.
First pitch is popped up and out of play behind home base. So Ayler will jump ahead 0-1.
And just as we were saying, you usually see the bullpen come into effect once your starter hits about 75 pitches. And we look out into the bullpen. That's Colin McKissick, the starting catcher out there, playing catch.
Breaking pitch misses low and down in the dirt. Nice stop by Maroney to make sure that one doesn't get all the way to the backstop, and the count will even at 1-1 strike.
And to a similar effect, catch is also being played in the Cox Mill bullpen. And I think that is Jeremy Marshall out there. And that's a high hit to James Green out there in center field, and a catch. One down.
Yeah, I believe it was... Let me
Now
see.
batting number 24,
It was number 3
Corey
warming up for
Bagger.
Cox Mill with Jeremy Marshall, number 11. Not sure who is out there at the moment.
It's Jeremy Marshall. I know it's
Marshall is doing some soft toss out in the Cox Mill bullpen. Ayler readies and will deliver the first pitch of this at-bat, and this one is ripped into the gap in right center. Kyle Castle, the right fielder, will come over and make the play on time, and quickly there are 2 away in the inning.
And that's just good communication there between Castle and Green, as Green said, hey, that's your
Now
ball.
batting number
Castle
12,
said, I
Zach
bet, and he caught it.
Herbush.
So just a good play there. We're down to 2 outs already.
Ayler's first pitch to the lefty bounces in the dirt and out of the glove of Maroney, and it will be Zach Furbush batting for West. Ayler sets, delivers, and this ball is lined to center. James Green backing up on it. He is under it. He'll make the grab.
So let's go ahead.
1, 2, 3, go the Wolverines, as the Chargers will be back up in the bottom of the 5th.
Tyler Zadalis.
Trace Humberger is back on the mound for West Cabarrus, as he will get the bottom of the 5th started against Tyler Zadalis, the 3rd baseman.
But we saw, as we said last half inning, the catcher, Colin McKissick, was throwing some in the bullpen, so we could see the... that's very unfortunate for McKissick's legs to move from catcher to pitcher, but it's got to happen sometimes as he takes ball 1.
First pitch bouncing in the dirt. It was a nice job by McKissick to make sure that that ball didn't get behind him.
But up to hit Tyler Zadalis.
1-0 is missed outside, and it's going to bounce out of the glove of the catcher and roll onto the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. Temperature now up to 92 degrees here in Concord. So definitely a scorcher. A lot of fans having umbrellas around the stands. Humberger, the 2-0, is a foul tip that bounces and stays in the lefty's batter box. So count will move to 2 balls and 1 strike. Humberger's given up 4 runs, 4 hits. As a breaking pitch just misses the outside of the zone. And we've seen the ump call those a couple times so far this afternoon, but doesn't budge on that one. And that'll move the count to 3-1. Zadalis, a very upright stance as this pitch is delivered down in the dirt. And he will take his second walk of the afternoon.
Just a good day for Zadalis at the plate, making the pitcher
Now
miss.
batting number 21,
But
Marty
we were saying
Gare.
4 hits allowed for Humberger. There's also 3 easy base runners allowed by the West Cabarrus defense. So Humberger, honestly, on the mound himself, not having a terrible day. He just doesn't really have the defense to back him up.
No, he has not. 3 errors committed so far from West Cabarrus. As number 21, Marty Gare, steps in. This first pitch is going to be taken as a ball, bouncing outside of the zone.
Gare is 1 for 2 on the day. Had that grounder to third base that he just beat out. Throw was also missed, but it still counts as a base hit. 1-0 count.
Zadalis with a short lead off of first. Humberger will give a look over. And the throw, Zadalis will be going. This is a bouncing ball directly to second base. They'll tag second for 1, and they'll go to first for 2. The double play turned by West Cabarrus, and that was just extremely unfortunate for the Chargers.
That's just a good play by Brandon Moore. Good positioning.
Now
Out
batting number
of
25,
luck on the
Joe
positioning,
Javier.
but still a good play to get the glove on the ball, step on 2, and get the throw over on time. So it'll be 2 outs for West Cabarrus, as the leadoff base runner will not end up causing any damage. Javier up to hit. He's 0 for 2 on the day, looking to turn that around.
First pitch swinging from Joe Javier, and the third baseman can't make the hop. This ball's going to roll into left field. Javier's going to push for 2, and he will be into second with a I believe, I'm not sure what they'll rule that one.
An error.
Yeah.
One right through
Now
the
batting
arm
number
of the
20,
third baseman.
Kyle Castle.
Yeah, didn't put his body behind it. Just tried to kind of put his glove down, snag it, and didn't get it down.
The defense has really been the killer here for West Cabarrus today. And if I was the coach of West Cabarrus, the thing I would be most mad at there would not be the missed play at third base. It would be the lack of backup from the left fielder. He was standing up straight on the heels of his feet until the ball got through, and by that point it was too late.
Yeah, not the best awareness from the defense as Castle takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. Runner on second, and this one is going to be looped into left by Kyle Castle.
Now that's a base hit.
Javier in to score, and the Chargers now lead it 5-0.
Good hit there from Castle, well placed. Got the lucky bounce, ended up jumping over the head of the fielder. Cox Mill will gain their 5th run and their 5th hit of the game all at once.
That's just one of those
Batting number 4,
awkward
Connor Welker.
loopers that it's just so hard to do anything about. So Connor Welker, the second baseman, will step up as Castle on first.
Welker 0 for 2 on the day as well. Castle turned his fortunes around. Will Welker.
First hit, grounded to the shortstop, and they'll flip to second for the 3rd out of the inning.
At the end of 5, the
So,
Chargers lead at 5-0.
Despite a double play after the leadoff hitter, the Chargers still take advantage and score 1 run. So we'll move now into the 6th inning, where West Cabarrus trails 5-0. We'll be right back. All right, good. And welcome back to the Cox Mill High School Baseball Stadium. Up to hit for the Wolverines is number 6, Jack Peterson. And Cale Ayler is going out there for his 6th inning of work. First pitch is going to be sent back over the press box. But Cale Ayler, only about 50 pitches thrown in 5 innings. That's incredible. Obviously, definitely helped by multiple 3-pitch innings on fly balls. But still, a pretty good day out there on the hill. Only 1 hit allowed. And he caught him looking there. It'll be an 0-2 count.
It's extremely impressive. You get through 5 full innings and you've only given up 50 pitches.
Here comes the 0-2. And he stepped out of the box there in his swing and missed hard. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And coming up to hit,
Now batting number 11,
R.J.
R.J.
Caldwell.
Caldwell.
So West Cabarrus is only 1 hitter out of sync from the perfect game order because they got that single, but then it immediately was followed by a double play. And that one's going to be a good hit to left, and R.J. Caldwell has the 2nd hit of the game for the Wolverines.
That might have been the quickest jinx I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. But now Ayler has to get 5 more
Now
outs.
batting number 5, Owen Lazarus.
And the top of the order for the Wolverines comes up to hit.
He was using kills, and then he realized, he's like, yeah, remember that white team Iranian? I was hitting great with it the other day.
So Ayler in the stretch, although he always is. That one's going to be sent high to right center. Castle's tracking it. He'll get the grab. 2 down.
Nice hustle by Castle to get on that ball that was hit shortly down into right.
Now batting number 2,
That's just a good read
Brandon
from
Moore.
Kyle and a good job of getting there in time. Up to hit now the 2-hole, Brandon Moore. Ayler watching the guy at first, but he's of no concern. First pitch, in there, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 to Moore. Little high on the breaking pitch there, 1 apiece. Next game for the Cox Mill Chargers, Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. They'll play the Kannapolis Wonders. Today is their 6th to last game of the regular season. All 6 of these last games are conference matchups, which are the ones that really, really matter. The 2-1 after a ball on that pitch. Hit to the shortstop. He's going to bobble it, but he'll still have time to throw it to first, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Very nice throw from Aldifer.
Good play there from Aldifer to recover from the potential error, but they'll get the job done. Cox Mill retires West Cabarrus again. 1 man left on base after a solid single from R.J. Caldwell. West Cabarrus will come up with their 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the top of the 7th, but we'll be back in just a moment for the bottom of the 6th. And welcome back. For the bottom of the 6th inning, Michael Maroney leads off for the Chargers. 0 for 2 on the day, looking to improve that figure. And new pitcher in for the Wolverines, that is catcher Colin McKissick. On the defensive side of the ball, Trace Humberger finds himself at third base, and Jack Peterson goes behind the dish. The first pitch to Maroney was a ball. Here comes the second one. He's going to foul that one back onto the softball field. It'll be one each. On the outside half, not given the call, 2-1.
Yeah, Maroney came down and talked with us for a minute when Jordan was getting treated down just on the sideline. So making sure that she was okay.
And that's going to be sent back into the screen. It'll be 2-2. Cox Mill with a relatively comfortable lead. That seems to be how it's been all season against West Cabarrus. Their first matchup, they won 8-0. But they weren't too many really explosive innings. They just kind of ticked away tallies on the scoreboard like you see out there today. 3 innings with 1 run, 1 inning with 2, but no big numbers on the scoreboard in any individual inning. Just consistent tallies, and that one's going to be another one hit high into the sky that'll probably land in the batting cage, just past the batting cage. So it'll stay 2-2 for Maroney. He's getting underneath these pitches.
Maroney's got the looks like what was once white shoes with the white uniform, partially white helmet with the white bat.
And he's going to hit that one past the third baseman, but it went off his glove, so that's going to be counted an error probably.
He looked very confident when he tried to make that play, and it looked like just went through his glove.
And it looks like the paternal influence from Mr. Maroney will result in that being
Now
called a
batting
hit
number
in the
45,
press box.
James Green.
I think there's some bribery going on there.
Potentially.
Lopez running from Maroney.
Lopez going in to run for the catcher, Michael Maroney. Getting him some time on the base paths as James Green, the speedster, will come up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice, I believe, earlier in the game. Lopez will lead off first. McKissick's going to keep an eye on him. It's an 0-0 count. Taken for a ball.
Yeah, if there's 2 guys you want up to the plate and on the base passes, these 2. If you want some guys with speed with nobody out, these are the 2 guys you want on base. Green's going to be looking to do that.
And the only other guy I'd add is Brant Mosshart. That one's going to be low. Tried to frame it too hard. Didn't get the call. 2-0 count. Green starting off pretty well.
Yeah, two decent pitches that weren't too far outside of the zone, but just a nice job to lay off of them. Have some confidence.
Those pitches have got to be frustrating on the hill. You're just trying to get those corners, but you're not getting the pitches exactly where you want them to, and the calls aren't going your way. It's just a very frustrating experience.
Well, most definitely.
Another pickoff move. That one a little closer, but Lopez making it back to the base in time.
Both those pickoff moves were very, very good throws. Very nice location.
The 2-0. Runner's going. Here's the throw. In there safely.
Yeah, he was delayed a little bit when he took off there. If that throw is down a little more, it was just a bit of a rainbow. If that throws a little more on a line, I think that's a caught stealing.
And that's a good call from the Cox Mill coach in the third base box to try to test the arm of that catcher. Green is going to call time.
So pitcher and catcher will meet at the mound. Get some things under control. Get some strategy working.
Hey, Devonzo. Could you ask the central AD and see if you can get us there for our weigh-in next week? Thanks. Will do. I see. But it's a 2-1 count for Green after the timeout. Lopez still on second, got a pretty small lead. Green's going to wave through that one. Just didn't seem confident in that cut.
No, I think he was kind of waiting back on for a faster pitch, and looked like either a changeup or just a breaking pitch just kind of stunned him a little bit, and he just tried to get the bat through. Not a confident swing.
He's going to step out of the box again, just trying to keep his bearings. It'll be 2-2. Lopez still standing out there in scoring position with no outs. Cox Mill trying to add those ever-wanted insurance runs as he's going to hit that one down the right field line, and that's going to be a score for Lopez. And Green's going to round first, and he's going to go for second as that ball misses the guy at first. So a good heads-up play there from James Green. He'll score one and advance himself to second base, and I got to say, when I saw his name on the roster at the beginning of the season, I wasn't sure how he'd do, being a sophomore starting. But James Green has very much impressed me as the speedster he is in the 9-hole.
Most definitely. I mean, he's been very impressive to me. I mean, that's a guy I know that most teams would love to have in a lot of other spots, and sitting there at the 9-hole, being able to be a guy who can get a base hit like that. And that was just a nice hit. It wasn't hit hard, but it was good contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Aldifer coming up to hit. He's 1 for 2 today. Had that sacrifice fly out to right center field that scored Kyle Castle a couple innings ago. He's got another RBI chance this time with no outs and a runner on second base. And he's going to get some solid contact, hit right at the shortstop. He's going to try to beat it out, but he will not. Good play by the shortstop. Good hustle, though, from Aldifer to try to beat it out. It will advance Green to third base, however, very easily.
First out in the inning for the Chargers.
Now batting number 5, Cale Ayler.
Cale Ayler is going to come up to hit with a runner on third and one man out. Ayler 1 for 3 today. Only hit of the day was his solo shot home run to center field in the first. Green taking a very small lead off of third. Good block there from Peterson.
I love Ayler's batting stance. He's got a very Eric Davis-esque vibe to it. Very, very open. And then he'll step down towards the plate just to try to get as much power as he can. He'll stay open to see the ball as best he can as well.
Almost ran up into him, but just a very confident stance from Ayler as he'll move to a 2-0 count. A little bit of information, only 2 strikeouts from each team so far in this game. Ayler has 2, so does Humberger. McKissick has not scored one yet, and that one's going to be, Green's got to be caught in a pickle, but the throw not made quick enough from the catcher as third baseman Trace Humberger not happy with Peterson there.
Yeah, and Peterson, I'm not sure why he was so hesitant to throw back to third. He kind of pumped once or twice and then finally realized that he should throw the ball. And I mean, there's so many plays that I feel like I can go back that West has made and say that if they would have just done this, then there would have been an out.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the vibe of this West Cabarrus team. It's not a very clean team. As you can see up on the scoreboard, there's 5 errors in their error column, which is not a total you want, especially in only 6 innings. But a short mound visit here from Coach Brown. I believe that is Coach Brown. I'm only making an assumption. And they will return to the field of play. Ayler has a 3-0 count with a runner on third. You think Coach is giving him the green light?
I mean, he's already put one over the fence so far today.
That's a completely fair point. Here comes the pitch. He took it, and he took it to first base. So Ayler's going to head over. Up to hit now, Tyler Zadalis.
Now batting number 17, Tyler Zadalis.
And I assume we will see a pinch runner for Ayler.
Here comes, is that Hunter Kaminsky going out there to first base?
It is Hunter Kaminsky.
Oh, what a friendly sight to see.
Kaminsky from time to time will play center.
Very fast guy. Tyler Zadalis up to hit. He's had a solid day today. Looking to make it even better with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out. Time called by the home plate umpire. And that's going to be a solid hit to left center. The center fielder's got a read on it, though. That's a catch. Here comes Green, and he's going to be at home standing up.
Not a bad throw by the outfielder, but not good enough to be able to get Speedy Green.
Now batting number
But
21.
good RBI, good sacrifice fly by
Marty Gare.
Dallas. Marty Gare will come up 1 for 3 on the day himself. He's got a runner on first and 2 outs. It's now his job to push the rally forward. First pitch, swung through hard, 0-1 count.
Gare's stance is similar to Ayler, except he doesn't start that back foot pointing towards, at least it would be the first base side. His feet are more pointed towards home plate instead of into the outfield.
Solid contact, pulled foul, 0-2.
Yeah, Gare, when he can make contact, is a very good hitter. However, I was down next to the dugout a game or two ago, and he was walking back after a strikeout, and he was just telling to his teammates, I can't hit off speed. Can't hit off speed. So a lot of times when you see him swing and miss like that first pitch, it's an off speed that he just isn't able to make contact on.
Here's an 0-2. That's going to be hit over the second baseman's head. Not what he intended to do, but it will do what he wanted. And Kaminsky will advance to third on the, I guess, accidental single from Gare.
It's a nice
Now
piece of
batting
hitting.
number 25,
It was a
Joe
ball outside of the
Javier.
zone, and he went out and got it. Stuck the end of the barrel out there, and it ended up in right center for a base hit. So the Chargers with runners on the corners, and Joe Javier, the left fielder.
Javier, one of the few Chargers yet to score a hit on the day, sitting 0 for 3. But
Chargers have scored 7 runs off of 8 hits, only committed 1 error. The Wolverines, no runs off of 2 hits and 5 errors. So that's kind of been the story of the day. A couple of those errors leading to base runners that have scored for the Chargers.
would the Chargers still be winning even without the errors? Probably, but it would not be a 7-0 margin by any means.
Pinch runner for Marty Gare.
Is that Lopez going back out there for his second bout of base running this inning? But Javier looking to extend this rally.
Kaminsky leading off of first. Lopez off of, my bad, Kaminsky off of third, Lopez off of first, and Kaminsky's going to come home on the passed ball. He'll be scoring standing up, and the Chargers now lead it 8-0.
Kaminsky's going to go in and give a big hug to Marshall. Jeremy Marshall in the dugout, as that'll be the 8th run for the Chargers. And Lopez now advances into scoring position. And that's, I guess, the best possible outcome there for the Chargers. 1-0 count for Javier. Yeah, that's a strike. 1-1.
Delayed strike call.
I was waiting for it because I knew it was in there. One and 1 count. That one's going to be another passed/lost ball. Lopez is going to round third, and he's going to score. Nobody's there covering the bag.
That ball in the dirt bounced off of his knee pad, and he had no idea where it went. Lopez was already at third base before they even spotted the ball, and by the time that catcher was able to get back there, Peterson just wouldn't be able to get the throw back to home. So another run scored by the Chargers. They now lead it 9-0.
Now, if this has told any story, it's that the West Cabarrus Wolverines need to invest in a two-piece mask, as that's a solid hit out to the gap for Javier into the left field glove of, I assume that to be Colby Van Hook. But those two-piece masks let you throw off the mask and like actually see where you're looking. There's so much dead space in your vision with those hockey masks. I personally far prefer the two-piece.
They're much easier, although Some people don't like him as
Some
much.
people just don't like him.
Doesn't sit on their head as nicely.
To some people, that is true. Let's see. There's some. Is that Jeremy Marshall going out in the field? No way. No, that's Aldifer out there. There are some substitutions happening.
Jack Brandel will be in for Marty Gare over at first base.
That's everything else. Oh, Lopez is actually substituting in for somebody. I assume he's going out to center for.
No, he's going out for
Nope,
Javier.
he's not. Who is what?
He's going out for Joe Javier.
All right, Zadalis is at third. Aldifer's at short. Welker's at second. Brandel's at first. Javier is coming out of left field for Jack Lopez. Jew. What happened there for Ayler?
Did his dad shoot him again?
Oh my goodness.
I missed it. What happened?
Basically, Ayler fell on himself, and Mr. Maroney in the booth screamed, "Did your dad shoot you again?" Because Cale Ayler's dad did in fact shoot him on accident in the leg. That happened.
Bullet
was a
wound
couple
on his-
years ago.
on his leg.
Yeah, he does have a bullet wound on his leg. But Ayler out there to try to go for the complete game shutout. Leading off for the Wolverines is the starting pitcher, Trace Humberger, who now plays third.
Humberger had a decent day on the mound,
Leading off the top of the seventh for the Wolverines.
and
Number
although
3,
he has
Trace Humberger.
committed 1 or 2 errors since heading over to third base, step in to the lefty's batter box as Ayler looks to complete a full game shutout. First pitch delivered is a breaking ball that's taken for a strike on the outside corner.
A little bit generous there from the home plate umpire.
Very nice pitch to get us started, 0-1. Quickly back to the plate. This one's fouled off against the screen behind home plate. And he is now down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Now we're in a very unique position here with the way that this season worked out with the calendar. We still have 5 games left after today in the regular season, and the last day of school is Wednesday. It's not technically the last day of school, but it's the last day of regular classes as Cale Ayler gets his only 3rd strikeout of the game here in the 7th inning.
Nice
Now
off-speed
batting number
pitch that
8, Colin McKissick.
just had him out in front as Colin McKissick, the current pitcher, will step into the batter's box.
Due up for West Cabarrus is Colby Van Hook. As that ball is going to run in on the inside, taken for a ball.
Yeah, not much Maroney could do about that one. That was just a bouncer. Landed before home plate. Hard to get a glove on that one. McKissick readies with the 0-1-0. Another pitch inside. Sold that one a bit to the umpire.
It worked, though.
That'll move us with 2 balls and no strike in the count. Ayler gives Maroney the nod. And his delivery back to the plate is a very hard hit ball into center field. Going back on the track is the center fielder. He'll make the play. I believe that's James Green still out there.
It is. James
And-
Green has just been a very consistent outfielder all season. I don't think I've seen him
Now
make
batting
one
number
mistake
23.
all year.
Colby Van Hook.
So Cole Ayler 1 out away.
Van Hook up to hit. Trying to start something. His team down by 9 runs. This is looking essentially exactly as it was last time these two teams faced off.
Indeed it is. First pitch to Van Hook. Nice breaking pitch that catches the bottom part of the zone. Blue will call it a strike. And Ayler will get his first strike of the at-bat, 0-1. Ready again, the same pitch. Van Hook looked at it twice. Didn't think it was going to be called a strike either times, and he kind of nods his head back towards the skies. He can't believe it.
That was a great pitch.
Very, very good pitch.
Almost the same level of movement as Marty's sliders.
0-2, 2 outs. Swing and a foul ball bouncing into the West Cabarrus dugout. As Van Hook stays alive.
Stays alive on the skin of his teeth. It is an 0-2 count.
Ayler looking to put him away. Gives the nod. A breaking pitch. Van Hook will swing through it. And Cale Ayler
Great job, Kale.
will complete the full game shutout.
Where was that pitch all game? He could have absolutely killed some kids with that
Final
pitch.
score.
But
Chargers
7
9,
innings, 3 strikeouts,
Wolverines nothing.
2 hits for Cale Ayler.
Good shutout for Kale Ayler.
what a game. That's just a great performance on the mound. Understandably, it is against a young West Cabarrus team, but still.
Cox Mill next game will be Wednesday. Please note the start time, 4 p.m. start. 4 p.m. start against A.L. Brown this coming Wednesday.
But as I'm sure you could hear with the PA system,
Everybody please arrive home
the
safe.
next game this week, Wednesday night, or I should say Wednesday afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m. against the A.L. Brown Wonders. Some more very important conference play for Cox Mill. But we'll see you then. Thank you for listening on the Cox Mill Sports Network. For myself, AJ, David in the booth, Jack on the scoreboard, Ashley and Jordan formerly taking pictures. We'll see you later. Have a good afternoon.